Yo, what up? Y'all, I'm back for another video really quick. I just got my little pizza. Yes, it's 12:10 and I'm eating pizza. Judge your mama and not me. So I haven't done a video in a minute. You know my videos on my channel, Drinks with DSK. So tonight's drink is Midnight Moon Whiskey. It is 45% alcohol, so that would be like maybe 90 something proof, I guess. Midnight Moon Whiskey. I'm gonna put that in there. They're not paying me to promote, but that's it right there. So I'm gonna put, still got a little bit more, but I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. Just a little bit in there, yeah. And I got my little soda. I'm gonna hit it with a splash of soda. And then tonight, I'm gonna do another video tomorrow for doing my recap on the SWV and Escape verses. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I don't feel like doing that tonight because that video is gonna be like really long, and then I gotta go through, you know, like the songs and the matchups and just give my whole commentary. I got my whole list of, you know, the songs and things. So it's a whole nother video. So again, really quickly, Midnight Moon Whiskey, ABC store, 45% alcohol. Y'all go check that out. And my pizza, local Domino's, pan pizza. Anywho, so tonight, I'm gonna give y'all a story time. So if you follow me on Instagram at IamDSK, that's IAMDSK. I'll tell y'all the story one day of how I got the name DSK, but that ain't what we're here for tonight. So if you follow me on Instagram, my birthday is June 1st, and each year I try to do something kind of creative to get ready for my birthday. So last year I posted 35 of my favorite albums, and so this year I decided to post 35, well, not 35, 36, because I'll be 36 this year, but 36 of my favorite songs or whatever. So been posting different songs. And I remember when I posted the other day, I said, hey, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give y'all a video. I'm gonna post a song and I'm gonna give y'all a story associated with one of the songs, right? But of course I didn't get a chance to do it because I have multiple businesses or whatever. Swag Clothing Incorporated that I just launched this year. The Smack movement that I have with my 3 childhood best friends, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that has been in existence for a little over 3 years. And then I also have Time Production Group with my best friend that has been in existence for a couple years or what have you. But I just have been super swamped with Swag Clothing this week, where I've had a whole bunch of orders. So didn't really get a chance to do, you know, story time or what have you. I figured I would get my little drink, you know, come on up in here and give y'all a quick story time, right? So the song that I'm gonna give y'all the story time. Well, let me back up. So this story time goes back to when I was, I'm going to say maybe 9. Yeah, I'm going to say 9. Yeah, I'm going to say 9. 9 or 10, I can't remember. But so I've always been a music person, like always. I've always loved music. One of the first, I didn't grow up in the time of records. Like I didn't. I was born in 1985. Again, I'll be 36 this year. So I grew up in the era of cassette tapes. Like that's where my musical journey started. Like it went from cassette tapes to CDs, real CDs where I had to go to the store and buy them. Then I went through the era of burning CDs, you know, Napster, LimeWire, BearShare. What was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was. And then CDs slowly started, you know, disappearing, MP3 players, streaming, that whole nine. Now, I'm into records because my dad had a massive record collection. My uncle had a massive record collection, the whole nine. So I know about records. And my dad had some 8-tracks when I was little. I want to say he had an 8-track player. I can't remember, but I remember 8-tracks, records, CDs, streaming, all of that. So this particular story is in relation to a CD. So one of my, like I was saying, one of my first cassettes that I remember getting was Tevin Campbell. I believe it was the I'm Ready album. I can't remember. It might have been the Tell Me What You Want Me to Do album. I can't think of the name of it. I want to say the album was called Tevin, maybe. I can't remember, but that was one of my earliest cassette tapes I remember. So I always had my little Walkman. Then I migrated to a CD player, then a MP3 player, the whole nine. iPod, the whole nine. So this particular time, I remember I was in elementary school, and I pretty much grew up in my Aunt Pig's house. Like, RIP to my Aunt Pig. Like, I miss her so much. Like, it's, y'all just have no clue how much I miss my Aunt Pig. But I was always at my Aunt Pig's house. And so I remember when I was in elementary school, I was either 9 or 10 at the time. And there was this girl that was in the same grade that I was in. I don't think we were in the same class. Like, I can't even really remember. But I used to like her or whatever. So my cousin TJ, like, I told him, I was like, yo, like, bro, it's this girl at school. Like, you know, she's so pretty. Like, I really like her. I want to write her a letter, blah, 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 blah. Like, what should I do? Like, you know, what should I do or whatever? And so he was like, well, bro, just write her a letter. So anybody who knows my cousin TJ is like a thug. Like, I mean, not now, because, like, you know, he's older, but back then, a lot of the rap music that I listened to today, or I listened to growing up, I would always listen to it with my cousin TJ. Like, I remember he had a little turntable, like, on this little speaker, well, what do we call it, a little sound system or whatever in their room. So his little sound system that he had in his room, it was like 2 parts. So it was like, I remember it was like silver. It was like the bottom part that had like the tuner on it where you could change the radio stations, a cassette player, and then on the top it was like a turntable where you could play records or whatever. So I just remember being in, you know, his room or whatever. We be in there listening to the Lunas. I think it's the Lunas. I Got 5 on it. And then when he got like a CD player, the Wu-Tang Clan. Oh my God. Like, that is my cousin TJ's group, the Wu-Tang Clan. That Wu-Tang Forever CD and what is it? Enter Into the 36 Chambers. Oh my God. Like, he used to play this out. Like, he used to play it out. And so I'm like an R&B person all day. Like, he, you know, was the hood music. Like, want to listen to Wu-Tang, The Lox, Jadakiss, Redman, Method Man, like Biggie Smalls, Tupac. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to hear that. Like, can we play, you know, maybe some Immature, or can we get like a little Soul For Real or something, Boys to Men? But it's another story for another day. So told him, you know, I like this girl. Like, I want to write her a letter and just basically tell her, you know, I like her or whatever. Because, of course, you know, when you in school, you got the friends, the close friends that you tell, like, yo, like, this my homeboy. Like, bro, like, go over there and talk to your girl and be like, yo, my boy feeling your girl, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's how we used to do it back in the day. Like, we used to be like, yo, if me and John was friends, but then Monique and Tiffany are friends, John and Monique may be like going together or whatever, but then I like Tiffany, Tiffany like me, so we use John and Monique to try to set up the whole thing with me and Tiffany. Like, that's just how it would go. Not saying that these are the people's names, but whatever. So I'm telling my cousin TJ, I'm at my Aunt Pig's house one night, and he was like, yeah, bro, like, you should write her a letter or whatever. And this was around the time that Boyz II Men's 2 CD had came out. The second CD, the blue CD that got 2 on it, which is like one of my all-time favorite CDs, like, ever. Side note, even though Candy and Wanya got the little beef going on, I still like Boyz II Men. He was wrong for what he said, but I still like Boyz II Men. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, go watch my video that I created about that whole beef. And I'm going to create a updated one because Candy basically responded to Wanya, but I'll get into that later. So my the Boyz II Men 2 CD came out or whatever. And so I had the CD. Like, I also come from the time where they had like Columbia House, BMG Music, where you could order the 12 CDs for a penny or the DVD or whatever, but they really want a penny. So you order your 12 initial CDs for a penny, but then you got to buy like 5 or 10 CDs at regular price within the next like 2 years or whatever, or they gonna cancel your membership. I was one of those people. So you get your little card out of the magazine. You got to write the numbers down on the CDs. They mail you the little brown box with all the CDs in it. That's me. I came from that time, man. Let me tell you something. I'm probably the reason Columbia House and BMG Music went out of business because I used to hit them so much. Like, I would use multiple names. I'll put it in my name, my mama name, my daddy name, use my middle name. I'll send it to my house, send it to my Aunt Pig house. Like, that was me. I was that guy. So I probably got the Boyz II Men 2 CD from BMG Music or whatever. So the Boyz II Men 2 CD had came out, and I believe this was when I'll Make Love to You had came out. The song I'll Make Love to You, because that came out in 94. So this was like late 94 or either early 95 that me and my cousin TJ was having this conversation. So he was like, bruh, just write her a letter. Like, he was like, listen, like, use the words to the song. Like, females like that type of stuff. And I'm just like, so mind you, me and my cousin TJ are 4 years apart. So I'm like 9, 10 at the time. He like, 13, 14 at the time. So I'm taking advice from him like, oh, bro, like, he may have done this before. So like, okay, the ultimate goal is to get the girl. So let me listen to what Buddy tried to tell me or whatever. So I write the little letter. At the time, they be like, I am so dating myself with this. Like, we used to always be like, what was that? What's up? Nothing much, chilling, never illin', but always willing to write you or some mess like that. And they be like, I'm going to drop you a line and you do like the DROP on like different lines and it go down. Like, this is what we was doing when I'm in like 4th grade. I think I was in 4th grade or 5th grade at the time. I might have been 5th grade. Anywho. So I'm in elementary school, and so he's like, just write the words, to the song or whatever. Like, they loved it. And I'm like, bro, like, the song just came out. I know some of the words, but I don't know all the words. And he was like, bro, like, if you look inside the little book that's in the CD, like, they got the words to the song in there. So I'm eating it up. Like, I'm like, okay, bro, like, they got the words to the song in the book. Like, that means somebody could just steal their words or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. He helps me compose this letter or whatever to the girl who shall remain nameless or whatever. And so I write the letter, and then I get to school the next day, and I'm telling my homegirl, who was like, my best friend at the time, and we're still friends to this day, who shall remain nameless. I tell her like, yo, like, what's up with your girl? I want to say one of my homeboys was like in the middle of the thing. So I told him, and then he told our friend that was like one of our best friends, and then she told the girl, because I remember the girl, like, I don't think she came to the school until I had to be in 5th grade, because I don't remember her being at the school before that. She might have came at the end of my 4th grade year, and then she was there for 5th grade, but she didn't go to elementary school with us. So she wasn't like one of the people that I grew up with in elementary school or whatever. So I tell her like, yo, get your girl, like, here go. I got the little letter that, we done folded in the shape of the little whatever, and it's like, made like that or whatever. That's probably not neat, but I can't even remember how we would fold it. Like, we would maybe fold it, like, let me see if I can do it. Like, we would fold it halfway down the paper, and then you would turn it up, and you have to, like, I cannot believe I'm doing this right now, but you, like, turn it backwards, and then you fold it down or something like that. And you have to, like, you basically like tuck the letter in or whatever. So the letter ends up looking like this or whatever, and it's like tucked in the little thing or whatever. So fold up the little letter, tell my homegirl, we gonna call my homegirl, we'll call her Aisha. We'll say Aisha. So I tell Aisha, like, yo, like, tell, Madison or whatever that, I like her, but here's the letter. So she goes, Aisha goes and gives the letter to Madison. I feel like my homeboy was still in the middle of it. We're gonna call him Michael. No, I don't like Michael. We'll call him Rodney. So I feel like me and Rodney had talked about it, and then me, Rodney, and Aisha was friends, and Madison was like, kind of new. So I feel like I told Rodney, and then Rodney coordinated it with Madison, and then, Aisha. Rodney coordinated it with Aisha, and then Aisha and Madison was friends, so she was like, bet, like, CJ like you, blah, 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 blah. So, because I think me, Rodney, and Aisha was in the same class. Madison was in a different class, but Madison and Aisha was friends. So the letter gets to Madison or whatever. And I just remember her reading it, and then we go out to like recess or whatever, and she got the note with her. So she's passing like the note to all her homegirls, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so sweet. Like, first of all, we was fast as hell, like grown as hell, 4th, 5th grade, and we in full-blown love. Like, so she gets the letter. She letting all her homegirls read it. They like gushing or whatever. And I want to say we was on like the blacktop or something. And she comes up to me, like, Madison comes up to me like, oh my God, I got your letter. Like, I like you too. I didn't want to say anything, so we could be like, boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. And we in elementary school. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, we can kick it or whatever. Like, it ain't like we about to go out on no dates or whatever when we in elementary school. So, we become like boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. Like, or so we say, because we in elementary school. And like, every time I hear Boyz II Men, anytime I hear anything off the 2 CD, it instantly takes me back to elementary school. But if I hear I'll Make Love to You, like, I just start laughing because I'm like, bruh, I really wrote this girl this letter with the lyrics to I'll Make Love to You. If you've ever heard the song, which I'm sure, most of you have, but that tell you right there, like, I was grown. Like, I'm like, oh, F that. Like, what? Like, I like her. Like, we gonna write this little letter out or whatever. So, that is my funny story with the Boyz II Men 2 CD. Like, I still crack up to this day, because I cannot believe I let my cousin TJ talk me into writing this letter to this girl and writing the lyrics to the song I'll Make Love to You in the song. But she loved it though. Like, she loved it. But I wonder what she doing today. Like, I don't remember her last name. She might be in the yearbook that I got upstairs. But yeah, it was just like, I don't even think she went to the same middle school that we went to, because I went to the elementary school that I went to. I went there from kindergarten to 5th grade. So a lot of the friends that I met when I was in elementary school, we went to the same middle school my 6th grade year. And then we used to live on, I don't even know what side of town that would be. But we used to live like close to my elementary school or whatever. I went to Hillendale Elementary School. So we used to live close to Hillendale Elementary School. And then we moved to, I guess this would be considered maybe South Durham. Like, I don't really know. But I went to Hillendale Elementary School for kindergarten through 5th grade. I was the only one out of all of my siblings that completed all of my elementary school years at one school. And then I went to Brogden Middle School for 6th grade. And when we moved to Southern Durham, I guess that's what you would call it, I then went to Lowe's Grove 7th grade and 8th grade. And then I wanted to go to Riverside High School for engineering. So I went to Riverside 9th and 10th grade, which I linked back up with all of my childhood friends. And then after 10th grade, I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to be no engineer no more. So I transferred to Hillside, and that's where I ultimately graduated from. So yeah, so that was just hilarious, and I thought that I would share that with y'all. Like, I was just like, bro, I cannot believe I really wrote the words to "I'll Make Love to You" in a letter to a girl trying to get her to be my girlfriend. I mean, it worked, but it's just like, thinking back on it now, I'm like listening to the words to that song, like, and maybe she didn't put 2 and 2 together, or maybe that was like one of her favorite songs and she felt like good, like, oh snap, like he's singing me a little song. I cannot sing. Let's be clear on that. I cannot sing. Like, let's be clear. So me writing the words to the song or whatever, I don't know. But I guess my cousin TJ was on to something, because I ultimately got the girl or whatever, and we just like chilled at school. Like, it won't, like I said, we ain't never go out on no dates or nothing, because we in elementary school. Like, we in elementary school. We ain't going out nowhere. Like, I mean, I would go to different things at like my friends' houses or whatever. Like, if they had like a little birthday party, I would go to that. But it ain't like I'm saying at age 10, like, yo, Mom, can you go pick up Madison? Like, we trying to go to the movies. Like, we 12. We trying to go see Ghost Dad. Like, bro, like, no. Like, no. So yeah, that's my story time with how I got my little girlfriend or whatever when I was in, I think I was in 5th grade. When I was in 5th grade, and yeah, shout out to my cousin TJ, and that's why Boyz II Men's 2 CD is one of my favorite CDs, and it brings back memories because of that foolishness right there. So yeah, you guys, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'm gonna continue sipping on my little drink over here. Again, it's called Midnight Moon whiskey. It's pretty good. It has like a oak type of flavor to it. The profile is a blend of aged bourbon and light whiskey with notes of spice, walnut, and caramel, or some people say caramel. I probably shouldn't be drinking it because I am allergic to like peanuts, or like, I guess, tree nuts maybe. And it has like notes of walnut. Not really sure about that, but yeah, I'm gonna drink it anyway. And like I end all my videos, like my boy when I was in barber school used to say, be good or be good at it. Until next time, y'all. Peace.